So I'm still dealing with that ghost in the house. Pretend I'm a mildly attractive lady. Give me a like. Sour cream enchiladas. Don't tell a Mexican that it's enchiladas. They get very hostile. Muy terrible. Mark Spears is the best artist, hands down. I will not even take arguments on that because he is. There was only one copy of this, and I was excited to be the one to get it, and then I was disappointed to be the one that read it. What's up, everybody? So I'm still dealing with that ghost in the house. I got this ghost, hopefully to distract him, maybe seduce him into leaving me alone. Pretty clever. Alright, so I'm going to go over the books I got this week, and then I'm going to go over the books from last week, give you my rating compared to ComicGeeks' rating, and we got a lot to go over with. So please, like and subscribe right now. I'm not kidding around. Pretend I'm a mildly attractive lady. Give me a like. Alright, so the first book this week, super excited to get into this. Sleep, issue 5. Absolutely loving that. I love the art. I love the story. It's fantastic. Then we got Detective Comics, issue 1111. I love that cover. Detective Comics has been very good this whole run. And then I went in on Saturday to drop off the food that I cook for them on every Saturday, and I get store credit for it. This week was sour cream enchiladas. Don't tell a Mexican that it's enchiladas. They get very hostile. Muy terrible. Skinbreaker, issue 1, finally came in. I did not get it on Wednesday because they were sold out because he let some guy buy 3 copies of it. Then we got Absolute Wonder Woman, issue 12. The Absolute line has been amazing. Wonder Woman is one of the top 3 with Absolute Batman and Superman. Then we got Ultimate Spider-Man. What issue is this? 21. This book is coming to an end, and that is terrible because that's the hands-down best book in Marvel right now. Then we got The Invisible Man, issue 2. Super excited to read that. As many of you know, James Tynion is my favorite author. Then we got Wild Animals, issue 3. This is the final book of this series. Issue 1 and 2 is amazing, so I'm hoping that has a strong finish. Then we got News from the Fallout, I believe issue 4. I did just read that. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I think that and the last one have not been as good as the first 2. Then we got the Twilight Zone, issue 1. Love the Twilight Zone as a kid. Still do love the Twilight Zone. It's one of my favorite horror movies. Then we got The Rite of Spring, or Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees the Rite of Spring, issue 3. I love that whole run. I loved the first series of it. That book is amazing, and they got these old school horror covers, so yeah, I'm going to get it. Then we got Space Ghost 2. That finally came in. It did not come in a couple weeks ago. Really, really liked this. I liked number 1 and 2. So obviously I picked up issue 3. Yeah. Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I don't know if any of you have heard that show, but it was a comedy on Adult Swim on the Cartoon Network at night, and it was hilarious. One of my favorite things. Then we got Green Lantern, issue 27. Green Lantern has been a very strong book, one of the better ongoing runs in DC. Mr. Terrific, issue 5. I believe this has one more book and the series is over. So hopefully it'll finish off strong. Gehenna, Naked Aggression, issue 4. This is the last one of the run. I did read that. It was amazing. That whole run I probably gave a 4.3. Just took me back to the 90s. It's a fun action book. There you go. Then we got Monsters. Mark Spears Monsters, issue 8. This is the best art you'll ever see in a book. Mark Spears is the best artist, hands down. I will not even take arguments on that because he is. Green Arrow 28. I wish I would have been on Green Arrow the whole time. The last 4 books I read have been incredible, so that will definitely stay on the poll list. Then we got The Dusk, issue 1 by Amp. Everything Amp makes I've liked so far, so I will continue to buy Amp. This is kind of a Batman character. He's super wealthy because this super rich guy turned out being his dad, left him all this money. But I really liked that, so It was a fun book. Street Sharks, issue 1, one of the worst books I've ever read. There was only one copy of this, and I was excited to be the one to get it, and then I was disappointed to be the one that read it. I don't know. I loved Street Sharks as a kid. It's by ID, so I was hoping it would have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles vibe that's going on right now, since that is one of the best books out. Then we got Escape, issue 2. If you're not reading this, you need to. If you're a fan of like Saving Private Ryan, any of those old war movies, this is incredible. The art's incredible. The writing's incredible. Very fast-paced books. Loving that. And then on Saturday, when I took in the food to get my store credit, Dan told me that he had some books he thought I would like from the 80s or... Oh, no. Yes, 1985. A complete run of Camelot 3000. There's issue 12, 11, 10. Then comes 9. I love the art of the 80s, early 90s books, so he knew exactly how to trick me into buying it. Got that. Got issue 7. This is rated a 4.4 on ComicGeeks, so I'm very excited to read this. It looks really cool. I checked out some of the art and a little bit of the book when I was in there, and just told him, yeah, I'll take it. I mean, I just love the way they did the art back then. I like the newspaper style paper a lot better too. I mean, obviously the quality and everything is better today. Well, other than like art and actual storytelling. But yeah, I'm trying to really build up my 80s collection and read as much as I can. And then my big boy purchase. We got The Last Ronin, issue 1, first printing. Not gonna lie, that is straight speculation buy, because the movie has been announced and it sounds like it's gonna be incredible. That story was amazing. I had only had second printings of it though, because I got onto it late. But if you haven't read Last Ronin, definitely check it out. It might be the best thing Turtles have ever done. Really good. Alright, now on to the review of last week's books compared to ComicGeeks review, or rating is the right word, I'm sorry. We're still working on English. Exquisite Corpses, issue 5, I gave it a 4.3, ComicGeeks gave it a 4.2. So far as a whole story, I'm giving this a 4.5. It's been amazing. Like I said, imagine The Purge if the writers of The Purge were James Tynion and much better writers. Incredible story. Check it out. Then we got Deadpool Batman, issue 1. I gave it a 4.0. ComicGeeks gave it a 3.9. This is worth getting just for the Batman Deadpool story. I thought that was the best Deadpool has been written in a long, long time. Like, I can't stand the Deadpool books out because they write them like, I don't know. He's just supposed to be an edgelord, and it's just really corny most of the times. Then we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Casey Jones, issue 1. I gave it a 4.0. ComicGeeks gave it a 4.1. This has throwbacks to the body count story where Raphael and Casey Jones were just brutalizing bad guys. Very good. If you're a Ninja Turtles fan, definitely check that out. Then we got Batman Second Night. I gave this a 4.5. ComicGeeks gave it a 4.3. This is incredible. It's incredible. It's written during World War II. Gotham, back in the 1939, I think, and it's just incredible. The art's amazing. The story is so well written. Cannot wait for issue 2. There's only 2 stories in this, but the books are much bigger, so that's probably the same as 2 comics in this one. It does cost a little more, but highly recommend. If you're a Batman fan, you need to read that. Then we got They Choose Violence, issue 4. I gave it a 4.1. ComicGeeks gave it a 4.2. This is just incredible. Ultra violent. Lots of profanity. It's just over the top. It is so crazy. Like, I can't say a whole lot because my video will be taken down, and we can't have that for the 14 of you that watch this. Alright. Then we got Marvel Zombies Red Band, issue 1. I gave it a 3.8. ComicGeeks gave it a 4.0. It was good, but I don't need to buy any more of those. I don't know. The Red Band issues are kind of pissing me off with censoring words and This is very violent and bloody, though, and it's pretty cool take. The Fantastic Four go to space, they come back as zombies, and they can still... They're not like zombies where they're just talking like that. They're actually able to talk, and they still are, they're themselves, but they're zombies. Then we got New Gods, issue 10. I gave a 3.8. Comic Geeks gave a 4.0. New Gods has been incredible so far. This is the lowest I have given any issue of New Gods, and it was still really good. It probably would have gotten a higher ranking if I wasn't comparing it to the rest of the New Gods run. Then we got Eddie Brock Carnage, issue 8. I gave a 3.8. Comic Geeks gave a 3.8. This was okay. I am thinking about dropping it, but I'll probably stay on it because I think there's only 2 issues left. Then we got Batman Robin, Year 1, issue 11. I gave this a 4.2. Comic Geeks gave it a 4.4. A lot of incredible Batman stuff out, and that's one of the top Batman stuff out right now. If you are a fan, you should definitely be reading that. It's just been amazing. Robin has been, or Dick Grayson, has been taken to a different home because they didn't think Bruce was able to take care of him properly. So that's where that one leads off of them hopefully reuniting. Spoiler, I think they do. Captain America issue 3, I gave this a 4.4. Comic Geeks gave it a 4.4. This is an incredible take on Captain America. This is some of the best Captain America I've ever read. Then we got Incredible Hulk issue 29. I gave a 3.8. Comic Geeks gave a 3.9. The last 2 Hulk books have not been as good as it has been, but it's still pretty cool. The art's really good. The story's... It's getting there. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Then we got Justice League Red, issue 2. I gave it 3.6. Comic Geeks gave it a 3.7. I doubt I'm going to read any more Justice League Red. There's just no need to. We got Voyeur, issue 1. I gave a 4.1. Comic Geeks gave a 4.1. This was incredible. This is definitely going on my pull list. The art's fantastic. The writing's fantastic. Not for kids, though. Highly recommend that if you're looking for a good... mystery, suspense, independent book out. Then we got Murder Podcast, issue 1. I gave this a 3.6. Comic Geeks gave it a 3.7. I was very excited for this, but unfortunately it fell flat. Don't need to read any more of that. Then we got Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman, issue 4. I gave this a 4.0. Comic Geeks gave it a 3.8. This is one of my favorite, just fun books. She is running around Wayne Manor trying to catch the Robin Corgi, and she kind of teams up with why have I forgotten his name? The butler. And he's taking care of her. It's there's 3 Trinities in this, and this is the youngest one in this book. Alfred teams up with her because she really wants some cake that he was cooking. But I love that story. It's just really, really fun. Nightwing 130, I gave a 4.1. Comic Geeks gave a 4.3. Nightwing's incredible. The way this ended, I'm super hyped because they're about to start fighting that Dark Carnival that we saw mentioned in the Nightwing Annual. So I am super psyched for that. It looks like it's going to really take a horror turn, which I love. Then we got Never Wars, issue 4. I gave this a 4.4, and again, there is no other ratings on Comic Geeks. So many people are missing out on that. That's an incredible dark book about Oz, Never Never Land. So you got Peter Pan, you got Dorothy and the Scarecrow, you got characters from Alice in Wonderland. That's just incredible. I highly recommend that. Then we got Racer X, issue 1. I gave this a 4.3. Comic Geeks gave it a 4.1. I was really surprised with how much I liked that. I didn't think I would like it. I watched a lot of Speed Racer as a kid, but really was never that big of a Speed Racer fan. But I am definitely going to be getting that, and I'm definitely going to be checking out the Speed Racer series that just came out. I didn't even really know Racer X's backstory, but that gives a really good backstory, and yeah, the book was awesome. Then we got No Man's Land, issue 1. I gave this a 4.4. Comic Geeks gave it a 4.1. Again, that's how you start a comic. That was incredible. Really good mystery. A guy who is trying to retire from the FBI. He's told you can't retire until you solve this mystery. murder took place in between Russia and America, and they need to figure out what's going on. And the lady was killed very violently. Her insides were cut out, then left next to her. So very violent, but extremely good art, extremely good storytelling. Seasons 8. I gave this a 4.1. Comic Geeks gave it a 4.3. This is the last one in the series. As a whole, I say I give it a 4.1, a 4.2. It was a very fun, very good, I guess you'd call this horror mystery. The art is really incredible. It's just different than anything you see. So I would recommend getting that if you're looking for a good, just different, fun horror book. Then we got Creepshow issue 1. I gave this a 4.0. Comic Geeks gave it a 3.8. This felt like I was watching the Creepshow television show from back in the day, or one of the movies that was so good. I had so much fun reading that. It was 2 or 3 short little horror stories, and really loved it. If you have ever been a Creepshow fan, I highly recommend checking that out. Then we got Boba Fett, Black, White, and Red. I gave this a 4.0. Comic Geeks gave it a 3.8. Again, this is just a really good, solid Star Wars comics. The Star Wars comics are usually really good, which is weird because lately everything they make as far as movies or TV shows sucks. How hard is it to figure out? Like, you got all these great characters and you got all these great stories. Just do one of the stories. Okay? It's not complicated. Then we got Survive issue 1. This is from Bad Idea. These guys do not make bad stuff. Very independent kind of new company, I believe. So where are we at? Survive issue 1, I gave a 4.2. Comic Geeks gave it a 3.9. This was so fast-paced in just action. This Russian submarine is sinking, and it's this one guy struggling to get to one of the spots where there's oxygen to breathe, and he's having to kill other soldiers so that he survives. Really, really good. They say that they were attacked by something, but they don't think it was anyone like shooting missiles or anything at them, so super hyped. That's going on the poll list. Then you got Flow issue 1. I gave this a 4.0. Comic Geeks gave it a 3.6. Apparently not a people really liked that, but I felt like it was a old school, like mid-90s horror movie, which I loved. Loved those as a young Cody, and I love them now. So I'll definitely be checking out issue 2. It's about a girl who is kind of sheltered in her life, and she goes away to sleepaway camp and ends up getting her first period, and the other kids start messing with her because she has no idea what it is, so they like convince her that she has a curse on her. Then we got Everything Dead and Dying. I gave a 4.2. Comic Geeks gave a 4.5. Really, really good art, really good storytelling. It is like an ultra liberal's fantasy story because it's 2 gay white men who adopt a little black girl. But it's still a really, really good story. He's trying to take care of all these zombies, so they're like not attacking him. And one of them is his daughter and husband. But yeah, he's feeding them and everything. And at the very end, some actual humans show up, and he didn't think they existed anymore. So left off at a really good spot. I'm excited for issue 2. That will be on the poll list. All right. Did any of you read these? Did any of you buy these new things? Has anyone read Camelot 3000? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much if you watched the full video. I'll be posting a video tomorrow going over the comics coming out this coming Wednesday and just telling you what I'm excited for. Yeah, that was long-winded. Yeah, hope you liked the video. Hope you are subscribed or subscribe. And y'all have a great weekend. I'm going back to watching football. We'll talk later.